Hey y'all, welcome to What's Cooking with Paula Deen today. And you know what? I'm going to be talking about something that everybody loves. Everybody except 2 of my grandchildren, and I still can't believe it. People love mashed potatoes or cream potatoes, depending on where you come from. I've got 2 grandsons that don't care a thing about them, and I still am in disbelief since their grandmother's favorite food in the whole world is a potato. So let's talk about cream potatoes today, how to produce a wonderful creamy potato. I always buy red potatoes. I just love the creaminess of those. And I will very roughly peel them. I'll leave some of the skin on because I just want everybody to know that, yes, these are fresh cream potatoes. I will cube those up and I'll boil them until they're tender, and then I'll drain them and I will heat 1 cup of half and half, and maybe for a family size serving of mashed potatoes, maybe 2 heaping tablespoons of sour cream. And the sour cream is your secret ingredient, y'all. It really takes a mashed potato over the top. Or you can add cream cheese even, but it just makes it a little bit richer. And naturally, I have seasoned my potatoes with salt and pepper and a little garlic powder. So I'm going to drain my potatoes and I'm going to whip them. I just use a little handheld mixer. I whip them and then I slowly add that hot half and half to them and stir in the sour cream. And I don't add my butter until the very last thing, allowing that butter to melt all over the top of the mashed potatoes. It just does something to your cream potato or mashed potato when you incorporate the butter. So just like the Lady and Sons, we always put that butter on at the last second, put the cover on it, and when everybody gets ready to dip them some mashed potatoes, they get some butter with it. Our potatoes are done, son. So I'm gonna
What can I do?
drain these. Nothing.
Sit here and wait to be served?
Sit there and look pretty and just let me enjoy looking at you.
It smells like I'm a kid again with those pork chops
I
cooking,
know,
Mom.
I know. And I just love fixing them for you.
And you creaming potatoes in the pot
Yes.
that you cooked them in, and I mean it's like
Yes. All right, now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a little half and half, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in. Quite often I'll heat it, throw that in the microwave. But what I'm gonna do this time is
perfect.
perfect. I'm just gonna sit it back on the eye real quick and heat that half and half up so it won't get our potatoes cold. Just that quickly now. I got the half and half hot. I'm gonna put some sour cream in it. And look, I'm using your spoon. I went on a show, I can't remember the name of the show, but that's you. That looks like you, doesn't it? So some sour cream, some salt and pepper. And y'all will notice that I don't too much trick anything up. I think less is more. Just a pork chop should be. I just don't want all those old herbs and things in it. I mean, herbs are good. I don't want to say it that way, but I think some things just need to be what they are.
You're a traditional Southern cook.
Yes. There we go.
Let me taste.
Aren't they delicious?
It's so good.
And this is the way we do it at the restaurant, too. We don't put any butter in it while we're beating them because I don't want it to mess with the consistency. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
And you know what? I love taking these left over. And got to make sure I get you some butter. The space that you live in really affects the way you feel. So my first recommendation is start by updating your window treatments with Smith & Noble. Smith & Noble's beautiful handcrafted blinds, drapes, shades, and shutters are custom made just for you, and they offer different service options to fit your needs. To get started today, contact Smith & Noble to get my special limited time offer, 25% off on your window treatments, plus free design consultation. Create a space that you're gonna love. For details about my special offer, go to smithandnoble.com/Paula. That's smithandnoble.com/Paula, or call 1-800-659-3300. That's 1-800-659-3300. All right, back here, if you'll come to the stove with me, I want to show you what the grocery store has available now, and I just love it. They're taking like ham hocks, y'all, and slicing them. And they're just beautiful. And they're so meaty. And this is what I've started cooking all of my vegetables in. So we're ready to go ahead and start cooking our butter beans.
It's hard to find a fresh butter bean. You know, there used to be a lot more fresh peas and beans out than there are now.
We had the hardest time finding these. The smell is so fresh. Mm-hmm. You remember that smell when we shelled butter beans? Uh-huh.
I do. God, I remember sitting on the porch.
Oh, my gosh.
For hours.
Yes, that smells wonderful.
Randy and Sherry usually have some fresh beans.
Sometimes they do at Davis Produce or Polk's. But like I said, we're getting later in the season now, so everything's about gone. All right. It just so happens that I have just a little tad of bacon grease back here in my...
Surprise! Just so
well,
happens
look,
you have a little...
I don't have much. I've been cooking.
Because you've used it all.
And I'm going to put just a little bacon grease in there.
Which means empty the container out.
Yes.
So a little bit is whatever happens to be left.
It's probably a tablespoon, but it's enough to give it...
A tablespoon?
Yeah, but it's probably enough to, give it some flavor. So there the butter beans go.
How long will those cook?
Probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Hey, so welcome back, y'all. Summer is approaching us fast and furious, so be sure and take advantage of all the incredible vegetables and produce that's going to be coming in. Well, let me tell you what one of my favorite things to have along with mashed potatoes, besides fried chicken or fried pork chop or country fried steak, is fresh butter beans. And we don't have to wait until summer to enjoy a pot of fresh baby lima beans. The freezing process now that food companies have is unbelievable. They flash freeze all their vegetables, and so there is nothing lost in the nutritional value or the flavor value. So I tell you, I could hardly recognize the difference between a fresh frozen little butter bean and a feel fresh butter bean. So take advantage of those wonderful little things, and they cook a little quicker than like a fresh butter bean. But I'm going to start with a ham hock, and I have found at the grocery store that I shop at, they have are packaging like 3 pieces of a sliced ham hock, and it cooks so much faster and so much better than like the whole hock. So ask your butcher if he can if you don't find them already pre-sliced, ask your butcher if he can slice a ham hock up for you. And I'll cover that ham hock with a couple of cups of water and salt and pepper and maybe a pot of garlic chopped up. And I'll cook that for about an hour. And then I add my fresh butter beans or my fresh frozen butter beans. And at that time, if you need more water, just put enough water to cover your butter beans good. And if you're using the frozen, it usually takes 20 or 25 minutes for those to cook. If you're using a fresh, you're probably looking at 45 minutes to an hour. And to really top off my butter beans, I love adding a few pods of fresh okra towards the end, your last 15 minutes of cooking time. And these are so good laying up beside that mound of mashed potatoes or cream potatoes on your plate. It's out of this world, y'all. Happy eating. The space that you live in really affects the way you feel. So my first recommendation is start by updating your window treatments with Smith & Noble. Smith & Noble's beautiful handcrafted blinds, drapes, shades, and shutters are custom made just for you, and they offer different service options to fit your needs. To get started today, contact Smith & Noble to get my special limited time offer, 25% off on your window treatments, plus free design consultation. Create a space that you're gonna love. For details about my special offer, go to smithandnoble.com/Paula. That's smithandnoble.com/Paula, or call 1-800-659-3300. That's 1-800-659-3300.